Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day. Has had a good day so far. Obviously, there hasn't been any videos the last couple of days. There just hasn't been any games, so it's not like I really haven't been wanting to post. Besides, I've been working a lot lately, so if anything, I've been trying to get rest regardless. But we have a pretty good slate. We have 2 Club World Cup games, 3 MLS games, and player prop wise, all the games aren't even out yet. I believe out of the 5 available games tomorrow, only 2 of the games are out. So if I do have any plays, which I'll see if I like any of the plays that are added, because they will be added later on tonight. I'll keep an eye out for those. If anything, they will be out tomorrow. They would be in the pinned comment in this video. So if you do want more plays, and if I do have any added plays, which I'm not sure if I will, but I should, they will be in the pinned comment again, more than likely tomorrow. But other than that, I'll just get straight into the plays. My first player prop is Jhon Arias to go higher than 2.5 shots for Fluminense going up against Al-Hilal. You could take his 1.5 shots if you want to play a little safer, but I still like the 2.5 line. If it goes up to 3.0 for him to get that 4th, I would fade it there. But at 2.5, I do like it. He's gone over in 3 out of 4 games so far in this Club World Cup with 3 shots, 4 shots, 4 shots, and the one game he went under, he went just under with 4. He's been their best player in my opinion so far. He's a long shot taker. He will take those long shots. So far, he's taken 7 from inside the box, 6 from outside the box, and he's a tank. He will run the full game. He's played the full minutes in all 4 games, so I expect the same thing here. And Al-Hilal, despite having a good run so far, they still have allowed a lot of shots. They gave Manchester City 30 shots. They gave Pachuca 13 shots. Salzburg 13 shots. And those aren't even that great of attacks. Real Madrid 19 shots. So he will get plenty of opportunities. And Al-Hilal are coming off. They both played in the same day. So days-wise, they do have the same rest. But Al-Hilal had to go to extra time, so they played 120 minutes against Manchester City. So they're more tired, so he might get opportunities there as well. And he's a good dribbler, so he can also make his own chances, not just relying on his teammates' passes. You can call it a gut call if you want to, but I like the matchup. He's been playing good so far, and I like him. Jhon Arias to go higher than 2.5 shots. And the second player prop that I have so far, this was in the MLS, is this Lucho Acosta to go higher than 1.5 shots assisted for Dallas going up against Minnesota. He's averaged 2.22 shots assisted per 90, and he goes from averaging 1.8 away all the way up to 2.4 at home. So that's a 0.6 difference, and it shows. He's gone over in 7 out of 9 games so far this season. That's a 78% hit rate. He is a good passer, which is what I like about him. And if you look at last season, this season he's playing for Dallas. Last season he played for Cincinnati, and in Cincinnati he went over in 16 out of 17 games at home. That's a 94% hit rate at home when he played for Cincinnati. So up a 1 game he missed, and just shows he's a passer, he's a good passer, and he does it even better when he plays at home. He's a good dribbler, he's a good passer. He takes their set pieces, which is really what I like about this play, because Minnesota is bad at defending set pieces, and they also foul the 4th most on average to opponents out of 30 teams, which means Dallas should get plenty of set piece opportunities, which means more opportunities for Acosta to get those shots assisted. And on paper, while Minnesota on paper allowed the 10th least shots assisted to opponents, they go from allowing 10.1 shots at home all the way up to 15.7 away. So their defense drops dramatically when they play away compared to at home. Besides, Minnesota do not play possession of the ball. They average the least possession out of all 30 teams at 37.4%. So if you just look at the 10th least, you might think it's a bad matchup. But if you look more deeply, I think it's a great matchup. And he's at home. I like the line. So I like Lucho Acosta to go higher than 1.5 shots assisted. Before I get into my moneyline play, as always, I would really appreciate if everybody liked the video and commented as well. It just takes a second, and it's a great way to show some love, show support to the channel, whether it's just dropping a comment, whether it's asking questions, because I know a lot of people that watch these videos make these bets because I'm the one posting them, not because you watch soccer. So everything is really much appreciated. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos are out. I also do let people know in my Discord, which is not a premium, completely free to join, in the description if you want to join that. I'll let people know there when the video goes out to the public as well. And it's a good community where people talk about their plays. You could post your plays, not just about soccer, MLB, WNBA, CSGO, everything. So if you're interested in that, it is not a premium, completely free to join. I don't believe in hiding any picks or anything like that. Link for that is in the description. But I do mention the public because the only form of premium that I have is the membership, which is linked in the description. Again, I don't hide any picks. It is not necessary at all. You get all the picks that I have will be in this YouTube video or in the pinned comments. It's just if you want to, 1, support the channel just a little more, and 2, you do get the picks and the video out earlier. Again, I don't hide any picks, you just get the video earlier. So if you're not a member, those that are, I already got these picks and the video before everybody else. So if you're interested in that, link for that in the description. And all the pictures that you see on the screen is from Outlier, a data app that it's great that I've been using. That's where the pictures are from as well. If you're interested in that, my link is in the description. You get a free trial there as well. So I know my link for everything else as well. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. My first money line play, I got this for -125, and it's Al-Hilal to qualify against Fluminense. I know I mentioned the Arias pick about Al-Hilal allowing shots, but regardless, I still like Al-Hilal just a little bit better than Fluminense. They might prove me wrong, and I might be underestimating them, but I just feel like Al-Hilal goes through. I took this play for them to qualify instead of just a regular money line, just in case the game goes to extra time. It's been two impressive teams, but again, I just like Al-Hilal just a little more. Fluminense have been scoreless in 2 out of the 4 games, and the other 2 games in which they did score, they scored 4 against Ulsan, who lost all 3 games, so that was a good matchup for them in general. That wasn't a good team. And when they played Inter have already been in bad form, and one of the goals that they conceded was due to a summer mistake, and Inter didn't score in that game, but they were projected to score 1.29 goals. I'm not trying to take anything away from Fluminense, but they haven't really had, I guess, a super tough game, I guess you can say. And Al-Hilal is coming off an impressive 3-4 game in extra time against Manchester City, and they've been much more clinical. Fluminense has been pretty average when it comes to how their chance they've converted at 35%, but Al-Hilal have converted 47% of the shots on target that they've taken. That's really, really high. And in general, they just have more proven players and higher quality with players like Koulibaly, Lodi, Cancelo, Neves, Milinkovic-Savic. They're even teams on paper, but just quality-wise, I trust them just a little more. You can call it a gut call if you want to, but for -125, I'll take my chances. Al-Hilal to qualify, going up against Fluminense. And in the second game, for +100, I like Chelsea in their money line, going up against Palmeiras. So there's almost the same thing, but I think they win this in the 90 minutes. I don't think this game goes to extra time. None of Chelsea's 4 games have ended in a draw, so the game will end after 90 minutes. And of those 4 games, they won 3 of those 4, so I expect them to get it done in 90 minutes. And if you look at Palmeiras' game, they drew to Porto. They drew to Inter Miami, which in that Inter Miami game, they did come back from a 2-0 game, but Inter Miami is just a much older team and not nearly as good as Chelsea. They beat Al-Hilal, who didn't win a single game in their group, and they barely beat Botafogo 1-0, and it had to go down to extra time. So it's now they have an even tougher matchup against Chelsea, and Chelsea have scored in all 4 games, and the 3 games that they won, they scored 2+ in all 3 of those games. They kept a clean sheet in 2 of 4 games, and I just feel like their quality is going to be too much for Palmeiras to handle. And while Chelsea did lose to another Brazilian team in Flamengo, if anything, that just means they'll learn from their mistakes and adjust those that they made then to against Palmeiras. And in 3 games that they won, Chelsea controlled possession, 65%, 64%, and 74% possession of the ball, with 6 shots on target, 7 shots on target, and 12 shots on target. Palmeiras in general, again, they've done pretty well, but in the games that they've played, they haven't faced more than 3 shots on target in those games, and because they haven't played a team like Chelsea yet, I expect Chelsea to get it done. For +100, I like the Chelsea money line going up against Palmeiras. My final play, I got this for -105. It's a slip, and the first play is Sporting to score at least 1 goal going up against Colorado Rapids. They've been able to score in 80% of their games. That's 16 out of 20, and 70% of away games at 7 out of 10. Colorado are an average defense, conceding on average 1.4 goals a game. That's still over a goal a game. 14 at home and 14 away, so I'm not really worried about Colorado playing at home because they still allow the same amount of goals home and away. They scored against them in both games last season. They scored 1 goal in the first game, 4 goals in the second game, so that's good for us as well. And Sporting has scored in 6 games straight, so they're in much better form than Colorado, who are winless in their last 4 out of 5 games. And in those games that they weren't able to win, they conceded 8 goals in those 4 games. So their defense is actually a little worse than it usually is so far this season. Colorado don't play possession. They're weak on the wings, and Sporting attack down the wings and have been a really clinical side, converting 43% of the shots on target that they've taken. Besides, Colorado are missing some key players. Basset and Mihalovic are 2 key midfielders, so that's going to disrupt already the possession that they already don't get. So their team in general is going to be not flowing right, and their main right back will be out due to a suspension. So they will get the opportunities at a good conversion rate on the below average defense. I expect them to score again at least one. So I like Sporting the score going up against Colorado Rapids. And the second one is the Vancouver Whitecaps plus 0.5 going up against LA Galaxy. This is essentially the same as Vancouver not losing or LA Galaxy not winning regardless. They played them back in March at home this season, beat them 2-1 in that game, so we just need them to not lose. I can see them winning this game, but we're playing the 0.5 just to be safe. They've been a really strong side away from home in 9 games. They've scored 13 goals, so over a goal a game, and they've only conceded 6, which is I feel like is going to be the key in this game. And in those games, they've had 5 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. So this prop has hit in 8 out of their 9 away games. That's a good hit rate as well. And Galaxy have been really poor this season. They've only won 1 game out of 20 so far. So this play has hit for the opposing team in 19 out of 20 games so far. That's a really great hit rate. And the biggest reason why is because Galaxy have the worst defense in the league, and now they're playing the best away defense in the league. LA Galaxy have conceded 42 goals in 20 games. That's over 2 goals a game. Again, I can see Vancouver winning this game or at least keeping up. They have a great defense. They have a pretty good attack as well. And there's many defensive gaps that I see Vancouver being able to exploit in this game. They have been able to convert 37% of the shots on target that they've taken, which is pretty average compared to LA Galaxy's 26%, which is really poor. I see them winning this game, but we're taking the plus 0.5 just to be safe. So I like Vancouver Whitecaps plus 0.5 going up against LA Galaxy, and I like this slip for minus 105. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll quickly go over last video's picks. It wasn't a great day. It was a 1-2 day. The one play I did hit was Valverde to go over 1.5 shots. Even if he took the bump at 2, he went over that line. So that one was a pretty easy hit. I did have an added play, which was Joe Bellingham to go over 1.5 shots. 1, he got a yellow card, so he got subbed out early. And 2, in general, Dortmund scored early, so they weren't attacking as much as they should have, which that unfortunately missed. And then we had the minus 135 slip. The Dortmund Monterrey game, that went under 3.5, so that play hit. But the Real Madrid Juventus game only had 1 game and ended 1-0, which really surprised me. So maybe I need to reconsider taking these like super juice plays. But hopefully we do good in this next video. We were on a great run right before this video, so hopefully we can continue on that run. I like these plays. I have 3 money line plays, which is more than I usually do, and 2 player props, which is usual. But again, they haven't even added all the games yet and all the player props. So if I do have any added plays, they would be in the pinned comment probably tomorrow. So keep an eye out for those if you do want more plays. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, has a happy 4th of July, and we can have a good day in this video.